Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago. The Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now a man in his 13th NFL season. It's Adrian Peterson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now Haskins on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run with Geis. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good side, baby. That's a baby side. No. Off. Under crunch. 6 guys.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Watson off play action. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Geis. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try and get it with Geis. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Here we go with Geis. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Howard. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And coughed it up. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Watch the whip.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup. First down. Watson now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion, went just shy of the marker. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was looking to go back to Stills, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down.
To the air yet again, Watson. Jordan Reed has it. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Check! Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. and they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. On first down, this is Geis. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is Geis.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
I'm going back to you.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the ball comes loose. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Looking long for his tight end Reed. Jordan Reed, 31 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Haskins to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler, Byron Jones.
Pick, baby. You see it all day. Pick.
Pass. Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 39. Sanders' kick is good. So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's see what you got. Check 3, check 3. Check 9, check 9. Check 52.
Here's Geis. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
With it is Brown. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a litlittle more cushion.
At the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. This is caught by Antonio Brown. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for Dolphins. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Redskins' 35-yard line.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Watson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
The Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Check 26, check 26. Hey, 31.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 2-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a toss play, it's Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They go play action with Haskins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Howard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
It's third down and 6.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be third and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to record the second career. Here's Matt Hawk now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check it back, check it back.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 51 yards. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
27-yard line.
Check 25, check 25.
Hey, 24. 24 is down, he's coming.
From the 27, Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Mike 10, Mike 10. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Third and long. It's Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, 75 yards. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the ground, it's Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a run with Geis. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Haskins to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds McLaurin. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts, but without that third one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run for it with Breida. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get a particular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Miami, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll hit the road next week.